The Golden State Warriors are coming off a tough November 5th loss to the Sacramento Kings. The Warriors have very real title aspirations, but as their core ages, role players need to step up in the event of injury. Against the Kings, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler all sat, so a loss was to be expected. In his first career start, second-round pick Will Richard offered an efficient 30 points to go with 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Richard had previously played in mostly garbage time minutes, and his ability to do the most with his first real chance stood out to Steve Kerr. Rookie compared to Golden State Warriors champions. Curry and Green are the engine that has run the Warriors for their entire run. However, they have long been insulated by one of the best supporting casts in the NBA. Richard was picked 56th overall out of the University of Florida. He knows how to slot into his role to find team success. He played a big role in the Gators winning the 2025 national championship. Kerr sees how that talent carries over into the NBA. "Who are those stabilizers in our run over the last decade?" asked Kerr on a Thursday radio appearance with 95.7. "It's Andre Iguodala, it's Sean Livingston, it's David West. You need them at different positions because Steph and Dre need stability around them to get them organized and to help them navigate the game and to get Steph the ball." Of course, Richard didn't play with Curry in his excellent outing. Kerr knows that his dual play style and efficient scoring bodes well for a partnership between Curry and Richard moving forward, especially if injuries open up more playing time for the rookie. Golden State Warriors are on notice. If Richard forces his way up the depth chart, someone has to slide down. Buddy Hield has been disappointing so far this season, and Richard's rebounding and two-way potential could be enough for the change to be for good. There isn't much time to waste in Golden State, and the Warriors will turn to whoever they can. "Well, Richard checks all those boxes," Kerr added. "The whole team, the whole organization, recognizes this, which means everybody's on notice. Take care of the ball because we've got people who will do that, and they're ready to step in." Between Quinton Post and Brandon Podziemski, the Warriors have found solid talent later in the draft. Richard was drafted by the Memphis Grizzlies and traded to the Warriors. That deal has clearly worked out better for Golden State. The Golden State Warriors have gone 92-154 in the Steph Curry era when the sharpshooter has been sidelined. Entering Sunday's contest against the Indiana Pacers, they were 1-9 in their previous 10 games without Curry, not having won a game since a victory over the Milwaukee Bucks in the 2024-25 season. In a surprising turn of events, the Curry-less Warriors blew out the Pacers, 114-83, to snap their 2-game losing streak and improve to 6-5 in the 2025-26 season. As a result, they created an incredible piece of history, according to ESPN Insights. The Warriors' 31-point win versus the Pacers, 114-83, is the team's largest victory in a game without Steph Curry since he entered the NBA in 2009-10, read the X account. Warriors bolstered by Butler return. Although Steph Curry, illness, sat out a third consecutive game, the Warriors received a significant shot in the arm over the weekend in the form of Jimmy Butler III's return. The veteran swingman missed 2 games last week due to lower back spasms and looked sluggish in his return during a 129-104 blowout loss to the Denver Nuggets. In Sunday's game, Butler proved why the Warriors paid a premium to acquire him at last season's trade deadline. The 36-year-old posted 21 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and a block, while finishing a plus 19 on the floor. With Curry expected back for Tuesday's blockbuster clash against the Oklahoma City Thunder, the reigning NBA champions, the Warriors will be whole for the first time in the 2025-26 season after earlier injuries to Moses Moody and Butler. Warriors finally getting healthy. Another positive piece of news coming out of Sunday's win is Al Horford's production of 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 blocks in just 18 minutes of action. The NBA champion has been unable to play back-to-back games, and his production hasn't been nearly as good as it was in his last 2 seasons with the Boston Celtics. NBC Sports Bay Area's Dalton Johnson explained why Horford's performance was a huge plus for the Warriors in the win over the Pacers. Al Horford had his best game with the Warriors, wrote the Warriors beat writer. The 39-year-old center hadn't made a 3 in the first week plus of November, going 0 of 7 in his last game and 0 of 2 in the Warriors' loss to the Pacers to open the month. Sunday night against the same team, Horford finally found a rhythm. He missed his first attempt but made his final 4 of 5, scoring 12 points, all threes, in 18 minutes off the bench. Horford also had 4 rebounds and blocked 3 shots. Golden State Warriors forward Jimmy Butler set out to end Al Horford's cold streak in Sunday's 114-83 blowout win against the Indiana Pacers. In one of his better games of the season, Horford finished with 12 points on 4 threes, 4 rebounds, and 3 blocks off the bench. After the win, Horford highlighted Butler's approach of looking for Al when he was open, which led to him finishing the night 4 for 6 from deep in the Warriors' win against the Pacers, he said, per The Athletic's Anthony Slater. Jimmy right away made it a clear point to look for me, Horford said. He had those a few times. He had layups, and he's looking out to kick it out and encouraging me to shoot the ball. The passes are there. They're on the money. I credit a lot of that to him for getting me going offensively. On the defensive end, I just try to have more energy and be more active and just kind of figure that out. Butler revealed his intent to get the ball to Horford was very much intentional. Very purposeful, Butler said. As great as the screens he sets for me are, protecting everybody at the rim, making all the right plays, it's only right whenever he's open he gets the ball every single time for sure for me. And I'll tell him, when I got the ball at the top, I'll jump over and skip it to you every single time in the corner. So just be ready to shoot it. Butler's 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists led the Warriors to a 31-point victory. Jimmy Butler's advice for Jonathan Kuminga after Warriors win. Warriors veteran Jimmy Butler has connected with Jonathan Kuminga, taking on a mentor role to the starting forward. Butler invited him to his home after the win. Kuminga struggled offensively against the Pacers, which was something Jimmy downplayed during his post-game media availability. He's actually going to come over to my house for dinner right now, Butler said. But the thing that I tell you and I tell him, you're not going to play great every night. You're not going to play bad every night either. But you don't ever get too high whenever you score 79 points, and you don't ever get too low when you score 2 points. You stay right in the middle, and you keep working. Keep doing what you're supposed to be doing every single day. And those days, they'll even out. The Warriors will face the 10-1 Thunder on Tuesday. Daniel Gafford at Golden State Warriors, the new reinforcement that promises immediate impact. The Warriors surprised the NBA world by announcing the arrival of Daniel Gafford, one of the most athletic and energetic centers in the league. Known for his physical strength, explosiveness, and ability to protect the rim, Gafford arrives in Golden State to fill a gap that the team had been feeling in recent seasons, a dominant presence in the paint. With Draymond Green increasingly focused on leadership and versatile defense, Gafford brings what the Warriors needed: height, rebounding, and defensive intensity. Furthermore, he fits perfectly into the fast and collective style of play of Steve Kerr's team. His ability to pick and roll, run the court well, and finish with authority near the rim should help Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson create more spaces in the attack. Golden State fans are already showing excitement, believing that Gafford could be the missing piece to strengthen the squad and take the Warriors back to the top of the West. If he can maintain the pace and continue to evolve, Daniel Gafford has everything to become an important name in this new phase of the Golden Dynasty.